Hopefully you got plenty of rest yesterday, because today is going to be a hard day for you. We've got legs, which will really take it out of you, and we've also got shoulders, and we've got arms as well. So if you haven't done your cardio already, make sure you go out and do it right now. And I hope you've been writing everything in your training program as well. Making sure that you're writing down all the foods that you went shopping for yesterday, all your supplements, your training program, and also your cardiovascular exercise as well. So make sure that you have your protein and carbohydrate drink now before you go to the gym. And once you get to the gym, be sure to do about 5 to 10 minute warm-ups so you can get ready for our leg training, our shoulders, and our abs. I'll see you in the gym. First exercise that we're going to be doing for legs today will be leg extensions. So find yourself a leg extension machine like this. You may want to adjust the lower pad so it's on your ankles, and your seat rest needs to be in the appropriate position so the backs of your knees are just hanging over the seat. So hold on to the supports either side of the machine and extend your legs until they lock out at the top, and then return to the bottom until the weight stack almost hits. Repeat this until you get about 12 to 15 reps so you feel your knees and your legs are warmed up. Okay, now we're ready for our first set. So select a weight and then start your first set. So by doing the leg extension exercise, this is going to work the upper front part of your thigh area, which is called the quadriceps. Keep your back against the back pad the whole time. Don't swing, don't lean forward. Keep it a nice fluid movement. Breathe out on the way up, breathe in on the way down, and go to failure, and do 3 of these sets in total before we move on to the next exercise. The next exercise that we'll be doing is the hamstring curl. So find a hamstring machine like this, put down a towel like Jim is doing right here, and then move the lower pad until it's on the back of your ankles, and then you lie down onto the machine and hold onto the handles to stop you from sliding down. Select an appropriate weight that you're going to warm up on for around 12 to 15 reps, and then you curl that pad up until your butt, and then you lower back down until your legs almost lock out. Keep the tension on your hamstrings the whole time. The hamstrings are situated at the back of the upper portion of your legs. You're going to repeat this process for 3 sets and reach absolute failure on each and every set. Once we've completed that exercise, we move on to our next exercise. The next movement for legs will be your narrow stance squats. If you lean forward during this movement, this is normally associated with a tight Achilles tendon. The Achilles tendon is situated on the back of your heel and runs up the back of your leg. Place 2 small barbell plates on the floor so you can support your heels, and this will prevent any leaning forward whilst you're performing the squat. And it'll support your lower back. Place some barbell plates on the bar and put the collars on to prevent the barbell plates from slipping off. So step back until your heels are on the barbell plates that are on the floor, and then slowly lower down until your hamstrings are parallel with the floor. Then move back up until your legs lock out. Try to keep your back as straight as possible at all times. Make sure the barbell stays on the upper portion of your back for support, and breathe out on the way up and breathe in on the way down. And make sure the whole time that you're going down that your knees don't travel across your toes. This can put excessive pressure onto your knees. So make sure that you stick your butt back, keep your back arched, and keep your head up to prevent any injury. Breathe out on the way up, breathe in on the way down, and complete 3 sets to absolute failure. Now this movement will work the outer portion of your quads. Although it'll work predominantly the whole of your legs, the focus here will be on the outer sweep of your quadriceps, which is on the front outer part of your thighs. Once you've completed that exercise, that's it for legs. It's time to move on to shoulders. The first exercise for shoulders will be the dumbbell shoulder press. So make sure you find a seat such as this, with your back completely supported and upright. Keep the lower portion of your back against the pad also, bring the weights up and then push up until you're in a vertical position and your arms are locked out, and then come back down until your upper arms are parallel with the floor. Your forearms should be vertical at all times. Come down to a right angle and back up, such as Jim is demonstrating here. Breathe out on the way up and breathe in on the way down. Once you've completed your warm-up set, you can move on to the working set. So select a weight that you're going to reach failure at around 12 to 15 reps. If you're doing more than 15 reps, you need to move up, get a heavier weight. If you're doing less than 12, then let's maybe go for a lighter weight. So to lift up the weights, you can have the dumbbells flat on your thighs and you can swing one leg up and then the other, so not to put too much pressure onto your shoulders. So keep your head up, back straight the whole time, come down to a right angle and then lock out at the top. Be sure to keep your arms vertical and the dumbbell should be pressed straight overhead. This will be working the whole area of your shoulders. The front of your shoulders, the side and the rear portion of your shoulders. Once you've done 3 sets to absolute failure, it's time to move on to the next exercise. So once you've put the weights back, pick up some lighter weights for our next exercise, which will be side raises. Side raises work the outer portion of your shoulders. Gives you the nice cap to your delts and give the rounded appearance to your shoulders. So hold 2 weights with palms facing towards each other and raise up with your elbows, wrists and shoulders all in one line. Don't swing back, keep your body straight. Breathe out on the way up and breathe in on the way down. Make sure that your arms don't fall back and they don't swing forward. Once you've completed 3 sets to absolute failure, we can move on to the next exercise, which is rear dumbbell raises. Now this will work the rear portion of your shoulders. Make sure your palms are facing towards you and you keep your arms slightly bent and bend over until your upper body is at a 45-degree angle. Raise the dumbbells up and then back down. Repeat this process for around 12 to 15 repetitions for 3 sets and put those dumbbells back. Now that shoulders are completed, we can move on to the next body part, which is our lower abs. Find a mat and put it on the floor to support your lower back, and we're ready to work our lower abs. So breathe out when you kick your legs out, like Jim is demonstrating here. Breathe in when you bring your knees back in. Breathe out when you push your legs up in a vertical fashion. And breathe in again when you bring your knees in. Don't swing on this movement. Keep your abs in control. Work your lower abs. Make sure that you keep your arms at either side to support yourself, like Jim is demonstrating here, and to stop yourself from swinging. So once you've completed 3 sets to absolute failure, that's it, you're done. That's it for legs, shoulders and lower abs. Make sure you go and cool down for 5 to 10 minutes on a treadmill or bike, and I'll see you back at the office. That was a hard workout, wasn't it? So legs being the largest muscle group in the body, you need to make sure that you have optimal recovery now by taking that protein shake immediately after your workout. If you haven't had it already, take it right now. So we did legs, we've done shoulders, and we did abs. Over the weekend, make sure that you get proper rest, no weight training. We're just going to be doing cardio over the weekend. And be sure that you write everything down in your notepad and on Body Space to make sure that you are being accountable for everything that you eat and all the exercises that you're doing. So I'll see you on Monday.